Now, your Doppler 10 weather forecast.
Hey, good afternoon, folks. Meteorologist Bill Alexander. Let's start off by taking a look at what we're anticipating tomorrow. Another day very much like today, with temperatures surging up close to 90 degrees, but heat index 95 to 100 degree range. Right now in Beeville, 94 degrees, and you can see that south wind at 9 miles an hour, but it feels like 103 out there. And if you step over to Kingsville, well, not quite as bad. 88 degrees, feels like 93. Pretty nice out there with that east-southeast wind at 21 miles an hour. But here's the big picture. We do have some lingering showers, mainly in the brush country down to our south and west, but they're much smaller and more fleeting than what we've seen the last couple of days. So what we're watching is that plume of moisture well over in the eastern part of the Gulf of Mexico, working its way back in our direction. And eventually it's going to get here, but between now and then, we're under the dominance of an upper level ridge. And that ridge has been shutting down our rain chances yesterday and today, and also again tomorrow. But temperatures right now in the 90s over most of the state. You do see some rain cooling out towards the Marfa area, back in the Davis Mountains, with some thunderstorms there. But locally, nah, not happening. Temperatures from the middle 80s along the coastline to the middle 90s in the interior. Water temperature in the lower to middle 80s along the coastal waters, so that is actually pretty nice for this time of the year. The onshore flow is keeping the humidity in place, though, so we're still looking at dew points in the lower to middle 70s in most locations, and that's going to continue to be the trend the next couple of days. So that muggy meter is still on the borderline between very humid and it just fell off the plate here, but it's going to be on into the oppressive levels there. I have no idea what happened to that data, but that just happened. So let's go ahead and take a look at the upper level chart here for the next several days. We've got that upper level high close to us, and that's restricting our ability to create rain. However, by Thursday, we do see isolated showers coming on in. That'll continue Friday. Saturday picks up a little bit more steam. Sunday, as this moves away from us and we got a little bit more atmospheric instability, in the first of next week, we start to see more significant amounts of rain and more concentrated over a wider spread area. So good news, we still need rain, and so we're going to see some, but it'll be next week before that happens to any consequence. Now, we take a look at the future temperatures. Lows in the middle to upper 70s, highs upper 80s to lower 90s for the next several days. Tonight, only in the middle to upper 70s. So another humid, breezy, borderline windy and warm evening. However, in the early morning hours, we'll see those little streamer showers begin to work their way in here. Very fleeting, very minor amounts of rain, but you'll see them coming and going. And then tomorrow, back up in the upper 80s to lower 90s, with those winds continuing to be onshore in nature, keeping the moisture in place. And what that means for us is that modest amounts of rain in the early morning hours. You'll see those little showers moving on in here, both tomorrow and on your Friday. But by the time you get to the weekend, you're going to see more of that. And tonight, well, partly cloudy, breezy, humid, but those showers developing around daybreak and then continuing off and on in the morning, and then just becoming partly cloudy and muggy. And we'll see that for the next several days. What we are looking at is your Father's Day. It's looking good. Don't cancel any plans because of the weather. Better chances of rain next week. Drew?